Tama. Pastoran, Hoson, Cabagnot, Concepcion, and Adi Santos para dito sa Basilan. Para sa Pangasinan, Fontanilla, Maguliano, Bautista, Napoles, and Gortiza. Alex Cabagnot ties the game with a 3.
Second three-point shot of the game para kay Cabagnot. He's attempted a lot in this game, but the timeliness of those three-point shots have really been incredible para sa Basilan.
He's closing in on a triple-double, Alex Cabagnot. Already with 7 assists and 8 rebounds. Maguliano goes to work. No good this time. That's a foul on Pastoran.
And he readily acknowledges it. Fontanilla beating him to the spot there. Really good timing on that putback attempt.
They're checking if it should be upgraded into an unsportsmanlike foul. Referee Mike Kinay says it's not. Bagong
Kaya nga, bagong tina.
Bagong tina si Referee Mike
looking 10 years younger. They're still going to review it. I think referee Michael Kina is trying to reconsider his decision here. They're going to take a good look at it once again. But Fontanilla is ready to take 2 free throws. They're just trying to make sure it is the right call. Hang out to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. People here at the venue, most of them are on their feet right now.
We are tied at 62. Not a lot of deadlocks and lead changes in this game, actually.
It's been a game of runs, mostly.
No team has led by more than 8. I think 3 times. Ang third deadlock pala natin to.
Ooh. 2 missed free throws there para kay Josh Fontanilla.
Boston gets it across. They trap him. Binigay kay Concepcion. Now with Pastoran up against King Gortiza. Concepcion against Fontanilla. Pastoran. 2 seconds remaining. Santos blocked by Maguliano. What an effort kay JP Maguliano. Hulog ng langit siya dito sa Pangasinan.
Mismo. Last game wasn't really a factor against the Knights, but here he has really showed out. Scoring against Arwin Santos, playing good defense, but what about King Gortiza here? Coming up with a 3-point shot earlier to close out the third, and here with a strong drive to the basket. Dinalikuran siya dito ni Sherwin Concepcion, which gave him the leeway to get a lane. Going for that inside hand scoop on the left side. Ito si King Gortiza.
Well, the young guns are showing out para dito sa Pangasinan here. Particularly in the final half, he could not complete the 3-point play. Napoles, masyado malakas ang kanyang dribble. Naagaw ni Eman Calo. It's off to Pastoran. Inside, what a pass para kay Adi Santos, and we are tied once again.
He's just so good at seeing those spots kung saan di talaga siya mapapansin.
Yeah.
And you gotta give a lot of credit as well to these Basilan guards, because time and time again this season, they've been able to locate him in those particular spots.
Nabitawan ni JP Maguliano. That's turnover number 15 for Pangasinan. They call a foul on Fontanilla.
Totally unnecessary foul there para kay Josh Fontanilla.
Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the Mpbl. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
And there was one guy who was slow to get down there for Pangasinan. That's why nalibre dun si Adi Santos. And you know how good Adi Santos is at beating his defender to the other side of the floor.
Adi. Let's hit to Tempra. Nice feed. Meman Calo. 66 to 64. Galanza got the step. Count the basket. Plus the foul.
And I think it's very important that Bonga Lanza becomes more aggressive here para sa Pangasinan. Not just in this game, but in this stretch of their season.
Galanza right here. Masyadong nakadikit si Alex Cabagnot. And he leans in for that basket.
That's a basic read right there. When your defender is all over you, the best way to counter that is to beat him off the dribble.
Let's check in with Gianna.
Sa Delphin Javi, pinaalala lang ni Coach Rich sa kanyang players last huddle na isa lang ang nag-iba sa ginagawa ng Pangasinan ngayon kumpara sa first half. In his words, all they're doing is pressuring us more. Kaya pinaalala niya sa Star Horse to take their time to look for the good shots. Wala daw siyang nakikitang pinipili ang backdoor option sa opensa, kaya wag daw sila madistract sa atmosphere o sa momentum ng Pangasinan. And remember their goal to win. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, G. Alam natin yung sitwasyon dito. This game has been touch and go. No? Masyadong precarious kahit sino pa yung may lamang. So small details being reminded by Coach Rich.
And you're right. It's the small details that really matter here in games like this. You have to pay attention to the way that you defend, the spots on the floor kung saan walang depensa. You have to take a look at those little details because in the end, the team that really covers all these bases could end up on top. Hesed Cabol giving Pangasinan back the lead there.
It's a 3-point lead for Pangasinan. 7 minutes remaining in this ball game. Calo.
That's a travel.
And guess who are the guys who are delivering here? King Gortiza, the youngster, and earlier JP Maguliano.
Both former EAC generals, Sedel.
Oo. Both spending a lot of time with Coach Gerson.
Talaga naniniwala sa dito sa dalawang bata na to that even if the King Gortiza hasn't really been putting up some significant numbers, he's here in this game. This is a very big game para sa kanila. That just is a testament to the trust that he's giving King at this moment.
Enzo Cabagnot drives right, tough shot, won't go, rebound. Gabo, Hesed gets it to King. Santos staying in front of Gortiza, the cross-court pass. Galanza, a missed three. Rebound, Enzo Hoson. Over 6 minutes to play. It's a 3-point lead for Pangasinan. Bola ng Basilan. Tempra. Santos, right at the elbow. Now it's with Cabagnot. Gortiza nakabantay. Napoles is there on the switch. 5 seconds. Alex to Gab, a three. Yes! These two teams trading big blows here in the fourth and final quarter.
Ibang klase. Alex Cabagnot. Now he has quicker defenders on him. He's not able to get to the basket just like he was able to in the first half. But that's enabled him now to locate different guys on the floor. And on that last occasion, it was Gab Dagangon. Take a look at it here. Galanza was not really committing to the help. And when he was trying to close out on the Gangon, he was already launching the shot.
Masyado malayo si Bonga Lanza doon kay Gab Dagangon. Hesed is at the line and Argiana has an update again.
Yes, actually, this is a very emotional game nga for Hesed Gaboy. He said that he's feeling a lot of things facing Basilan today. He specifies Game 1 of the South Division Finals of the 3rd Mpbl season as still one of his best memories in the league. In his words, I will not be where I am right now if Basilan didn't take a chance on me back then. Back to you guys.
Hesed Gabo, now one of the top point guards in the league, and his ascent to the top at one point was sparked by that move to Basilan in Season 3, Javi.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree, and I'm very happy for him that he's been able to cement his spot as one of the top point guards here in the league. You know, after that run with QC, which wasn't very bad. In fact, he had a good run with Quezon City, but that move to Basilan was definitely the one that put him on top of the ladder.
That was a turning point in his career, and thanks to Gianna for just sharing that bit of information and talking to Hesed. Nice drop pass. Adi Mintis, loose ball, ends up with Enzo. Naagaw ni Bonga Lanza. Japs, one man to beat. Gabo for 2. 12 points for Hesed Gabo. Pangasinan getting a lot of heroes here in the final quarter. Bonga Lanza with his defense, Japs Bautista with his shot making, and Hesed Gabo with a crucial basket. Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners and Extreme Magpalamig. Free installation for split type air conditioners. 74-69. Timeout. Basilan. We'll be right back. Crowd inside the Robert B. Estrella Senior Memorial Stadium enjoying the action. Fan of the game brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the Mpbl. Kami din nag-i-enjoy kasama nyo.
Oh yeah,
So
this has definitely been an
kasama si Javi Malanya and of course Gianna Lianes and the rest of our crew. Back-to-back North games.
What a way to cap off the weekend.
Bataan kagabi and now dito sa Rosales, Pangasinan. Foul away from the ball on Jory Napoles.
What we've been seeing these past few minutes from Pangasinan, Sedel, is Jersot Cabilte's brand of defense.
Oo. And I like the way they've been responding itong mga players ng Pangasinan to Coach Gerson. And then obviously you see the passion and the urgency right now from the Heat Waves trying to give their coach a memorable win tonight. Cruz gets it to Jimboy. 3-second violation.
And apart from the history that's a part of this game para sa kupunan ng Pangasinan, particularly Coach Gerson, well, the Heat Waves as a franchise, this also is an important game for them because they've only won once at home this season. They're 1-2 at home, only being able to defeat Bataan dun sa kanilang unang home game, but they've lost their next 2.
Yes, said. Misses the layup. Alex. Jimboy. Jervy. Pass is loose. Galanza. A 3. No. Bautista offensive rebound. Gets it to Bonga Lanza. Another crack at it. Still no good. And that's last touch on Mabula.
Still not the shooter that we're used to seeing him be. He's only averaging 29.4% from the outside this season after what was a tremendous comeback last season with Zamboanga.
Jervy Cruz. Arwin Santos. Now with Alex Cabagnon. A foul on Japs Bautista. Only the third team foul for Pangasinan.
Number 17, Japs Bautista is
Alam mo, ramdam ko nervyos dito sa loob ng arena.
Kinikilabutan ako
Ako
ngayon.
eh.
Tumataas mga balahibo ko eh.
Ako rin eh. The beauty of the home and away in the Mpbl. Tabagi, a 3. Short. Calo from the corner this time. No good. Agawan sa rebound. Japs Bautista secures the board. Galanza is fouled by Cabagnot, and Bong Galanza will troop to the line.
That's a terrible foul from Alex Cabagnot, and he should know better. The veteran that he is, already over the limit.
He'll get that one back for sure. I think it's more of him, Javi, trying to stop the play because he's hurt. He's limping going back to the bench.
Well, he's definitely left it all out on the floor in this game, Sedef. You saw the way that he was blowing by defenders in the first half.
Free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances sa subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Lawrence Paul Victoria getting himself acquainted with the Pangasinan crowd. Ganda ng pwesto niya doon with Ian Melencio. Arwin gets the rebound. It's on to Eman Calo. Calo out of control. A foul whistled on Japs Bautista. Wala nang challenge ang Pangasinan.
Coach Jerson actually wanted a travel.
Apat na si Japs Bautista. Changes in the lineup. Jervy Cruz and Arwin Santos will sit. Adi Santos and Sherwin Concepcion are back on the floor.
I see here, Sidel, Pangasinan has stuck with this unit. Japs Bautista has played extended minutes in this game because of the defense that he's been playing. He hasn't been getting a lot of touches on the basketball, but the way he's been able to help apply pressure in the backcourt has been valuable to Pangasinan here in the fourth quarter. Si Michael Mabulak na nag-map dito.
What's going on?
I think there was a slick spot there near the baseline.
Calo to inbound. He gets it back. The tap ends up with Japs Bautista. Another stop para sa Pangasinan. Japs puts on the brakes. Binigay kay Hesed Gabo. So one of the more reliable players in closing out games, Hesed Gabo. He has the rock right now. Para sa Pangasinan. Hesed.
Oh, that's
travel.
a travel. Yep. He moved his pivot foot there just when you were saying it. Just when you were saying how reliable he is in moments like this. He turns the ball over.
Sabi ko na nga.
It happens.
Ayoko na.
It happens.
6-point lead. Grabe, identical. 70 turnovers and 18 points of turnovers for both teams.
And actually, hindi naman talaga nagkakalayo sa mga stat departments. Ito parehong kupunan. That's how tight this game has been.
Oh, a lot of contact there. Oh, foul. A lot of contact on Pastoran. Tignan natin yung nangyari dito. Was this a foul, Javi?
Yeah.
I think so.
It was a foul. It was supposed to be a foul on Napoles.
And then, it could be a double whammy because this might be an unsportsmanlike foul.
See, look at that. Look, there was the grab on the left hand and then the hit with the right side.
I can't believe they missed that. That's a big call. That's a big non-call.
And it's not like it happened in a spot kung saan tagong-tago yung parehong player doon. That was a spot where there were referees really looking at the play and they let them play through it. Dahil may hawak na nga sa kaliwa, tinamaan pa sa kanan. But I'm not sure if they're gonna allow the unsportsmanlike foul on the other side. Because all Kala was trying to do was really to stop the play, although you could argue it might be what we used to call an advantage foul.
That would be really harsh now.
Especially at this point of the game. You know how calls like that can really, change the complexion of the game, especially na naghahabol ngayon itong Basilan, because if Pangasinan is given that call, it will be 2 free throws plus ball possession, so they could extend this lead possibly to 10 points.
No. It's gonna happen here.
Upon review, unsportsmanlike
Yeah, it
foul
is.
on number
An
19,
unsportsmanlike foul.
Mpbl, his third.
That's a big call.
75 to 69. Check out what happened here. This should have been a foul.
Yeah, that's why Pastoran fell down there.
And he was level. I thought that was very, very close. Kasi level, parang kalinya niya si Bonggalanza doon. Tsaka si si Napoles. Let's go to Gianna.
Sa Delphin Javi, ibinahagi ni Jory Napoles na ang kanyang asawa ay currently naka-confine sa ospital ngayon at kahit napakahirap para sa kanya na hindi sila magkasama, professionalism is super important to him. So he shares that he is using his wife as his inspiration right now, making a win even sweeter when he gets back home to her later. Back to you guys.
We wish Jory Napoles' wife well. And hubby's doing work right now.
Oh yeah, I just made 2 crucial free throws there. I admire players like that. That also happened to Eric Thompson.
Gabo looking for a way through. 7 seconds remaining. Umatras si Hesed. Atake. Nabitawan ng bola. Calo has it. Couple of turnovers for Hesed Gabo here. Calo, the kick out. Sherwin for 3. No good. Santos could not get the rebound. Here comes Hesed pushing. Galanza up top. And Galanza puts it in to make it a 10-point game for Pangasinan.
And that just might have erased those 2 turnovers that Gabo committed. Those were 2 crucial errors that he made. But making up for it with an excellent find in transition. See here, this was the miss by Sherwin Concepcion. Bounced off the back iron. Adi Santos could not get to the offensive rebound. Gabo collects it. It sees Galanza running the floor on the right side. Tough finish over the outstretched arms of the defense.
Gabo, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Maguliano now with Galanza. Back to Hesed from downtown. Got it! Biggest shot of the season for Hesed Gabo. 13-point game.
And he stakes his claim, Sedelf, as one of the best clutch players here in the Mpbl. 2 turnovers earlier, but following it up with 2 big plays. A pass and a big bucket with the shot clock winding down.
Basilan can't seem to recover from that onslaught of Pangasinan. A turnover from Enzo Hosso. This was I have to remind you, this was a 56-48 game at the 3:41 mark of the third, Javi, and it was Basilan in the lead.
And mind you, Sedelf, the unit that was on the floor was comprised of JP Maguliano and King Gortiza. Those 2 guys were actually the ones leading the 5 on the floor that really helped get the lead back to the side of the Heat Waves before the veterans took over here in the 4th quarter. Lifting violation there.
It's a 21-point turnaround. They have outscored, Pangasinan has outscored Basilan 34-13 over the course of the last 12 minutes of this ball game.
You're right. That's crazy. That just is definitely a testament to how hard Pangasinan has buckled down defensively and shackled this Basilan offense that in the first half we thought was so seamless na hindi natin akalain na mamalasin.
They've been scoreless since the 6:09 mark of the fourth quarter. Talking about Basilan. And Gabo will try to close this one out. Mambulak is fouled by Tempra. 2 free throws. And even more time to savor this win para dito kay Coach Jerson Cabiltes and the rest of the Heat Waves.
You could imagine the emotions going through para dito sa kupunan ni Coach Jerson, especially him and the former Basilan players Cesed Gabo and Jake Oliado. Gabo, for him to be one of the guys putting on the telling blows.
Special deal for Monex Bet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. 83-69. Tempra finally gets that one to drop para dito sa Basilan. Maguliano has been instrumental in that run in the third.
Wow,
With his energy.
he really has improved his ball handling. I didn't know he could bring down the basketball like this.
Kaya nga, what a way to return home and claim victory. The Pangasinan Heat Waves